Well, hello again, all my friends on the interwebs who love adventures. This is Doc Eon. It's a Monday, and I'm here to ramble. It's Monday the 20th of July, 2026. I'm going to ramble about these two finished minis. Now, starting off, only one of these is going to count against my total finished because one of them, this one is one I printed myself, this bust. You'll remember I started this a long time ago. Finally finished it. So it doesn't count as purchased, and therefore it can't count in the painted column either. This, however, I did count in the purchase column, even though it was a gift. I didn't actually buy it. And I painted up this little mushroom lady and the half-orc pirate or fighter or barbarian or something. The green for her skin is kind of similar to the green here. I went more yellow on the left figure. Both of these are kind of experiments with different techniques. So the robes on the mushroom lady are, for example, done with a combination of traditional layering and speed paints, glazing with speed paints, and so forth. There's a lot of different stuff going on here, and yeah, hope you like how they turned out. I'm gonna experiment with, so I still have this new light box, and as you can see, I'm filming this intro with the glossy backdrop, having the figures a little closer to the camera this time to maybe not get so much of the reflection from the corner there. And I'm going to experiment with doing the still pics with the matte backdrop, as you saw last week, that the old matte backdrop from my old lightbox, it's too small. It looks weird if I film with that. But when I take the still pics, I always edit those. I always crop those quite a lot. So I can, hopefully I just keep the matte portion of the background and get the glossy stuff away. We'll see. Hopefully I can fix that. But you'll see that at the end. Anyway, let's move on to works in progress. So there's quite a lot on the painting desk right now. I don't actually have all of this lined up like this when I'm working. Of course, there's not room for that. I only have a few at a time, and the rest are to the side, but for the purposes of demonstration. So the newest prep are these skeletons. They've just been based, textured the bases, and primed them. Much else to say. And it's been a little... The only thing really done on these drow is the hair. The hair was really difficult because there's no texture to the hair. It's sculpted kind of like more like a veil than hair. So I've tried to like paint in strands of hair, but it's really difficult, especially if you're going for the white hair that drow are supposed to have. So we'll see how this turns out. There's a couple of undercoats, base coats or undercoats laid down. The red for the chair, the purple for the suit on Nicodem, not much else. And then I've been working on, let's see, this bust has been in the works for a long time. What I've done is I've finished her clothing. I finished the vest and the shirt underneath. And the skin is what's left, and there is a blue base coat on it. I'm not sure I'm going for this blue. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the same blue as on this lady, which is essentially this color. This is model color Prussian blue, which will be the base coat, I think. I'll go instead of this clear blue. But we'll see. I'm going to lighten it up some more, and so hopefully the bust will definitely be finished next week, because this is one of my the things I'm going to do next is just paint this skin. And yeah, we'll see how many of these others get done. Hopefully a few at least. And because I couldn't stop making more work for myself, here's a little side project I've started working on. So this is an old Mini. This is a metal Mini, which is supposed to be a sort of Lord of the Rings elf. I've forgotten which company did this. These are larger than 28mm scale. They were official licensed, I think, Lord of the Rings miniatures. And I think I painted this back in the 80s. This is like an elf woman with a sword. I don't know if it's supposed to be Arwen or somebody. But anyway, it's on this weird rectangular base. So what I've done is I've cleaned her up. She's gathered a lot of dust and dirt, so I cleaned that off, and then I glued her onto this basic 3D printed round base. I'm going to fill the base out with some basic material, so it's rebased. And I think I wanted to touch up the paint job, not redo it completely, but just like add some highlight and shade here and there to make it pop a little more to my modern standards. I haven't done that very much, but so I'm interested to try out techniques for doing that. And so it's kind of a different project. It's something new. So and I need something new to catch my interest. If this works well, I can see myself doing similar touch-ups and rebasings of other old minis that I've got lying around. So we'll have to see how that develops. So there's a couple of new arrivals today. The first off was a mini from my latest order from Reaper that was back ordered and sent separately because it wasn't exactly didn't seem to be in stock exactly when I ordered it, even though it was listed as being in stock. This is Giancarlo Orsini. This is an NPC from the Curse of the Crimson Throne adventure path for Pathfinder. So I've started collecting minis for that adventure path. You know, I have previously painted up. I think I've finished my painting projects for the Rise of the Rune Lords and Kingmaker adventure paths. Still haven't gotten around to playing them, but I've got the minis now. So I've started collecting for two others. I have a lot of the ones, I think most of the ones for Second Darkness. It's mainly a bunch of drow. And I've started on Curse of the Crimson Throne. But this guy is being put aside for a future project. This one, I didn't buy it. This was a gift. A friend of mine went to the local free RPG day. I missed it, and picked up some free stuff, including this mini, which I believe is WizKids. I think it's one of their. Well, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's clear base. Anyway, it's a Halloween themed mini. It's a pumpkin-headed wraith of some sort. So this guy is also being put aside for October, when Halloween comes around. I'll paint this guy then. So what am I doing this week? I mean, you saw all the projects I had going. I don't really need anything else, but from that latest Reaper order that I mentioned, there's still a few left. These mongrel men, we have the little mongrel man scrub, and then we have 2 packs of the normal sized mongrel men. These are identical. This is a lot, but you know, I'll start cleaning them up. They look like they look like they won't need a lot of cleanup, and I'm not going to rebase them. I'm going to go with the cast basis, the integral basis on these. That'll be enough. I think they're big enough. I would prefer round, but these are relatively large oval bases, so they can stand properly on these. I think it won't be a problem. So essentially I just need to clean them off and prime them. So that would be really, really quick. and then I would have added 7 more figures to the queue. That, it's a lot, but I'm gonna have to step up. Anyway, that was this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Please click thumbs up for that, like, share, and subscribe. But above all, be back here next week, same day of the week, same channel, same Dr. But for now, I'm signing off.